Hello everyone, Southern Productions VR here, and this will be my first long-form video since July of last year that is not a BTJASB episode or a music track for my channel, so it's been a while. Anyways, I'm sure this video will be on the longer side, so let's jump into it. This Yeeps Iceberg I'm going to be talking about was made by AwesomeBro24 on the r/Yeeps Hide and Seek subreddit, so all credits go to him for the iceberg. Anyways, let's go ahead and start at layer 1. Disclaimer before I start this video, I got halfway through all the entries and I realized that the version of the iceberg I was covering was outdated. To avoid myself the trouble of remaking the whole video, this video will be a merge of the two icebergs. So any new entry from this new iceberg will be spliced into their category on the old one. Sorry. Yeeps 2.0. Yeeps 2.0 was an update for Yeeps Hide and Seek that rolled out on July 17th, 2025, that practically remodeled the whole game. It removed the original world and map layout from 1.0 with the new 2.0 layout with over 20 new maps and locations. It also introduced dungeons, which were guarded by mobs, that if you get past, you can find treasure that you can then sell to merchant gnomes for butt coins, or the new currency they added in the update, silver beans. Yeeps received backlash for changing the map layout as it was confusing and not very friendly to new players. So on November 14th that same year, Yeeps made a new home map that had a portal leading to 2.0 in it called Adventure, making 2.0 just a game mode. Lab rats and content creators. Lab rats and content creators are two of the most notorious roles in the Yeeps community. Lab rats are beta testers who test updates still in development by Trass, and content creators are, well, content creators for Yeeps who have the content creator role in the Discord server. Content creators get the ability to do weekly video challenges for butt coins and exclusive cosmetics if you do all the challenges in a certain month. Starter House. Starter House was the original map you would spawn in Yeeps 1.0. Starter House was a very loved map by the community and never left the game even when 2.0 came about, with it being hidden in the new 2.0 world, and even with the new home map being made in November, it still is able to be found hidden in the game mode portals. Wiring. Wiring is a feature that Yeeps added on September 12th, 2024 that is effectively Minecraft Redstone. The amount of stuff you can do with wiring is indescribable. You can have doors, variables, transmitters and receivers, lights, key dispensers and item dispensers, buttons, and a ton more. The only way to truly get a grasp of its complexity is actually playing Yeeps yourself and using the wiring blocks. You can find almost all the wiring blocks on the facility biome TechWeb. BAM. BAM, standing for Build a Map, was a competition that Yeeps has been hosting since March 28th, 2024, where players can build their own maps and submit them in the contest. The best map made would stay in Yeeps until the next BAM winner took its place. BAM usually has themes, like the most recent one as of writing this script, BAM 22, which its theme was custom minigames. BAM winners also get an exclusive pillow block called the BAM Trophy, some in-game currency, and a zipper of the BAM Trophy to go on their Yeep. Community and private worlds. This entry, much like the lab rat and content creator entry, covers two separate things. Private worlds was a feature Yeeps had since its release, that for the price of 100 butt coins, you could get your very own private world that allows you to build whatever you want freely without people being able to destroy them. Community worlds are a feature Yeeps added on September 26th, 2024 in the Community Worlds update, where you can, for the price of 500 butt coins, buy a community world that is functionally a private world but open to the public, that would cost money to keep open, and people could make donations or buy VIP in the world, which could give you perks decided by the owner and staff of the community world. GOG Collab. The GOG Collab refers to a collaboration that happened on January 10th, 2025, where the devs of Yeeps wanted to celebrate their first mainstream VR game, Gods of Gravity's birthday, where they added an event where if you played a certain amount of games in Gods of Gravity, you could get in-game rewards in Yeeps, such as different Gods of Gravity themed cosmetics, and the top reward being a reskin of the missile item made to look like the nuke ship from Gods of Gravity. UGG Collab. On January 9th, 2026, Yeeps did their first ever collaboration with a game that isn't owned by the same company, that is. They collaborated with UGG and released a hat into Yeeps that you could redeem via the code UGLYHAT. The hat was one of the saddles from UGG with the player model from UGG on top of it. Both games also released mini dinosaur pets with UGG's Dinopet mimicking Yeeps' art style. Playground. Playground was one of the original maps you could play in Yeeps 1.0. Playground was a very popular map and never left the game even when 2.0 came about, with it being hidden in the 2.0 world. And even with the new home map, it is still able to be found in the minigame section of the map underneath the teal colored house. Desert Biome. The Desert Biome was originally a prototype biome made by the Yeeps devs to test out color palettes and lighting. The biome was later scrapped for unknown reasons. On July 11th, 2024, Yeeps' official YouTube channel posted a video of how they made Yeeps, which showed clips of a beta desert biome. Players' demand for a desert biome started to skyrocket after that video released. August 5th, 2025, the Yeeps devs posted a Google form in the Discord to vote on what you would want to see in a possible desert biome. And 1 month later, on September 4th, Yeeps dropped the desert biome update that included things like working minecarts and rails, working fire effects, the revolver, 3 new maps, 2 new game modes, and a new bundle, and tons more. Postscripts, also, on the before-mentioned Google form are some conceptualized items for the desert biome that were never made, like the Dust Devil Bomb, Tumbleweed, Tortoise Mob, Biting Lizard Mob, or Kangaroo Mob. Blue House. Blue House was one of the original maps you could play in Yeeps 1.0. Blue House was a pretty popular map and never left the game even when 2.0 came about, with it being hidden in the 2.0 world. And even with the new home map, it is still able to be found in the game mode section of the map inside the teal colored house. Pets. In the Pets update that was released on March 20th, 2025, Yeeps added the ability to adopt and take care of your own pet. The pet would sometimes give you demands like food, to play catch, or petting it, or a walk. And if you did those things for the pet, then it would give you around 10 to 30 buck coins. The original options were a dog, cat, and a chicken for pets. But since the original update, Yeeps has expanded their amount of pets a ton, to having cows, platypuses, reindeers, dinosaurs, and even dragons. Yeeps Maker Kit. The Yeeps Maker Kit is a product that Yeeps released on February 14th, 2026 for pre-orders. The Maker Kit is a kit that teaches you how to sew via you making different gadgets for your Yeet plush. You can make a frisbee, bat, sticky impulse bomb, sleeping caps, and you learn how to sew on patches. If you do at least 3 of these things in the kit, you can post a picture of them on any social media and tag Yeeps Maker. Within a week of doing that, you can receive an in-game Maker badge. The Yeeps plush and the Pet plush. Again, this is 2 separate entries. The Yeeps plush was a Yeep plush toy, no duh, that became available on November 29th, 2024 and could be bought in 3 different colors: purple, blue, and peach. The Yeeps plushes would come with a stuffed portal ball, wooden holdable pins, a box representing a reinforced pillow that could come in the suburb biome colors, and an in-game Yeeps plush item. A year later, on November 28th, 2025, Yeeps released the pet plushies resembling the pets you could buy in Yeeps. You could get either a black cat, green chicken, or a yellow dog. The plushies this time around came with a stuffed tennis ball, a wooden pet brush, a stuffed pet bed, and a reinforced pillow that could come in the fantasy biome colors, and an in-game dragon pet and an egg that you could hatch during the Dragonfest live event, where all the eggs hatched, giving you your dragon pets that could fly. Although not out yet, the most recent Yeeps plush news we had was on May 14th, 2026, where Yeeps asked us to vote on which horror-themed Yeeps plush would be the coolest: the bear monster from the 2024 Halloween update, the baby monster from the 2025 horror update, or a new unknown monster that will be in the Yeeps update this October. This proves that we will be getting Yeeps horror plushies, and will also get a new horror monster and level this year. Queen Boss. Queen Boss, also known as the Queen Bug Mob, was a boss added to Yeeps 2.0 in the boss update on August 14th, 2025. The boss was a giant queen bug that would spawn bug sacks and spit pink goop at you. She could only be found in the Lost Frog Kingdom dungeon, which is currently the most difficult dungeon in the game. Fireburst. The Fireburst was a limited time Yeeps gadget that released on May 16th, 2025 as a part of the Fireburst scavenger hunt event, where over the weekend, YouTubers from Gorilla Tag, Scary Baboon, Roblox, and Minecraft all would make videos of them all playing Yeeps together and post them. The Fireburst also had two variants, the blue Fireburst and the golden Fireburst. The blue was more common and it was able to be accessed through a public promo code, but to get the golden Fireburst, you had to watch any of the creators who were a part of the event's videos and find letters to spell out a 4-letter code, which you could then put in the promo code machine and get the golden Fireburst. The channels included in the event were Cash Plays, Nico Blocks, Lana's Life, VMT, Elliot, Eric1515, Mace, and KJ1. Most of the Fireburst videos, like Elliot's, Lana's, and Mace's, are sadly deleted and now lost media. The Void. I'm not sure what this entry is talking about specifically, but I have a few guesses. Number 1. The Void blocks that were released during the 2025 horror update, that if you stand on long enough, can kill you. Number 2, Void Paint, which is an unreleased paint color that looks like black but actually absorbs the light around it, making the room darker. 3, someplace outside the map. I'm not sure specifically, but I remember some people talking about a void being there when you get out the map. These are my only ideas, but if you know what this is talking about, please comment down below. Postscript, I just played the Space Biome Lab update after writing this, and Void Paint is no longer rare. It has officially been released now, dubbed the Black Hole Paint. And since it feels like everyone and their grandma is making a Space Biome video except me, I'll go ahead and review the update. I give it a good 9.5 out of 10. 2026 has not had many good updates for Yeeps, but this blows fishing and superheroes out of the water. This is the best update so far this year. Fishing or crabbing. On January 29th, 2026, Yeeps dropped the fishing update, which gave you the ability to, well, fish. There are 3 different tiers of rods you can use in the game. The toy rod, wooden rod, and pro rod, ranging from worst to best. You can also use bait to fish. Magnet bait guarantees that you fish out a gadget or trash every time. Worms guarantee a fish every time, anchovies are good at catching biome-specific fish, and jellyfish are good at catching the legendary sea dragons. Once you catch fish, you can either put them in your bucket, sell them for beans or butt coins, or cook and eat them. The fish you can currently catch are the dauber, niblet, clownfish, soft belly snapper, thick jaw perch, mub, pufferfish, 5-head flounder, ribbon longback, and the legendary sea dragon, which is the hardest fish to catch. The biome-specific fish are the billyfish for suburbs, ice fish for snow, spearfin for ocean, metalhead for facility, wispfish for fantasy, troutfish for desert, and glorpfish for space. You can also catch crabs, which were added on February 19th, 2026 during the Deep Sea update. You could catch these crabs with the in-game crab cages. The crabs consist of the basic crab, spider crab, lobster, sea urchin, and king crab, which is the rarest of the crabs. Horror mobs. Horror mobs are a specific type of mobs that cannot be killed and can jump scare the player. Most of these released during the 2025 horror update, except for the shark, which released on February 19th, 2026 during the Deep Sea update. Dragons. This entry either refers to 1. The dragon pets in-game that were released alongside the Yeeps pet plushies, or 2. The legendary sea dragon, which is the most rare and sought-out fish in all of Yeeps. Yeah, that's it. Goblins. Goblins refers to the Goblins game mode, which was released on February 20th, 2025 during the Fantasy Biome update. The Goblins game mode consists of 2 teams, one of Goblins and one of Yeeps. The Yeeps have to fight off the Goblins, but every time a Goblin kills a Yeep, the Yeep turns into a Goblin. Pretty simple, but pretty fun. Jeff the Gnome. Jeff the Gnome, no, not the one from Gravity Falls, is a secret gnome in the Suburb Biome dungeon in Adventure Mode. The thing that sets Jeff apart from the other gnomes is that he is absolutely ripped. But Yeah, that's about it. Community currency. During the before-mentioned Deep Sea update, Yeeps added the Community Worlds token system, a fully customizable currency system for Yeeps Community Worlds. You can assign people tokens for kills or tasks, or make token gates to ban people from Community Worlds. The possibilities are endless. Bootleg merch. Ever since the Yeeps plush released in November of 2024, Yeeps has had quite the many copycat plushies released on Amazon, Walmart, and Etsy, all of varying quality. Shark. Wowee, another entry about the Deep Sea update. During this update, Yeeps added a new shark mob that swims around in the waters of Fishy Harbor. For context, Fishy Harbor is the map that you fish in the game. And the shark can kill you. That's about it. Bugs and NPCs. Bugs, much like the horror mobs, are another type of mob that, as if the name suggests, are bugs. The first mobs in the game were actually bugs, which the Base 4 released during the Yeeps Infestation update on June 12, 2025, and the most recent bugs being released in the Superhero update on April 9th, 2026. And NPCs refers to the gnome NPCs that can be found around the Yeeps world. The difference between NPCs and mobs is that mobs are spawned via eggs, and most of them can be killed, but NPCs cannot. Animal Company. Around when Yeeps 2.0 was teased, Animal Company dropped an update that added a new map. The new map had poison water and a dam at the end of the map that you had to get to progress. The way you would get there is parkouring up some cargo that spilled from a ship. One of these cargo containers had the Yeeps logo on it. People started theorizing that Yeeps 2.0 could lead to some sort of collaboration with Animal Company. These theories were proven false after 2.0 came out. As of now, Yeeps has not collaborated with Animal Company as far as I know of. Monster Game Mode. The Monster Game Mode is a game mode Yeeps added during their 2024 Halloween update that they released on October 3rd, 2024. In the game mode, there is a monster that chases down the Yeeps, and whenever he tags the Yeep, monster switches from him to that Yeep, and last person with the monster loses. So, it's basically a 5-minute combination of hot potato and tag. Old backgrounds. Before Yeeps 2.0 added terrain and customizable outside of map areas, in Yeeps 1.0 there were standard backdrops for the out-of-bound places around the map. Yeah, that's it. 50,000, 100,000 subscribers. I don't know what this really means, but I have a guess. Around late March 2026, the official Yeeps YouTube channel hit 100,000 subscribers. To celebrate it, they launched an in-game exclusive pillow that could be redeemed via promo code, and an 100,000 buck coin giveaway. Oh, and I don't know what the 50,000 part is talking about. Comment down below if you know. Fossils. I think this is talking about the dragon bones added in the Pet Arena update, but I don't know, really. Empty. Empty was a mysterious modder that was first sighted on July 3rd, 2024, from what I'm aware of. Empty appeared to be a Yeep with fully black skin, that sounds bad, and no eye color. It was found in Wilds lobbies, giving out an unseen 80 by 80 by 80 block that says Gyat.
I don't know.
What's empty? Who's empty?
Oh, I think it's a...
Why this man's black?
What is this?
Why he's black?
What is this?
I don't know.
What is this?
How he's black?
What is this?
Which takes up a whole room's worth of space. It is currently unknown who Empty was, and although no harm was done, Empty left a mark on the Yeeps community forever. Star Program. The Star Program was a program that Yeeps started on March 24th, 2025, where they picked the most influential and well-known content creators and builders in the Yeeps community. There are 2 different tiers in the Star Program, being the Star Creators and the Star Program. Wow, a really original name. Star Creators are people in the program who were content creators, and Star Program are the people in the program who got in the program for their builds and the maps they made. Members of the program also get star badges and star pillows, much like the Build-A-Map winners. There have currently been 3 waves of stars announced at the time of making this, with some of the most popular being JB, Milk Nugget, and I'm a Rainbow. Chili Willy's Cave. Chili Willy's Cave is a secret room that can be found in the Snow Village map in Adventure Mode, where you need a key to open the door to Chili Willy's Cave. Once inside the cave, you can crawl down to find a room with some wolves in it. If I remember correctly, you had to kill 5 wolves. Once you did, a key would spawn that you could use to open a door where Chili Willy was trapped. He would then give you a key to open another room in his cave that had his fortune of 3 silver bars. You could then take the bars and sell them.
Wishlist/toy maker event.
The Wishlist event is an event that Yeeps has hosted every Christmas, where they do something called the Wishlist giveaway. In the game, there was a machine where you could type out the 5 things you wanted most for Christmas, and then shoot the wishlist up a pipe. They would then draw a name that would receive everything on their wishlist and $10,000 going towards their education. There were also 1,000 other prizes that could consist of butt coins to custom cosmetics you could design yourself for the other people whose names were drawn. The next year, after the 2024 wishlist giveaway, was a 2025 wishlist giveaway, which instead of the top 5 things you wanted most for Christmas being the grand prize was that you would be able to make your own gadget reskin. Dev Badge. The Dev Badge is an in-game zipper given out to the developers of the game. The badge is just the Trash Games company logo. Lime Paint. Lime paint used to be an unreleased paint color in Yeeps that was super rare and was sought out by rare block collectors until the Desert Biome update, where lime paint was officially released as a color. Old horror monster bear design. The old prototype for the monster bear was first seen in a video made by Yeeps explaining how they made the horror maps, and they showed off a very rough looking monster bear prototype. AI music discs. On May 15th, 2025, Yeeps dropped the Cyberwave update, which added tons of new gadgets and blocks to help Yeeps add more ambiance to their maps via music. One of the things Yeeps added was community-made music via music discs that could be put in record players. Around mid to late 2025, some of these music discs were revealed to have used AI to make them, and were later removed from the game. These discs are Under the System, The Cotton Caverns, New Age Melody, and Night Lights. Base music disc. Most items that have different reskins have bases like the Puma shoe or the pets, and music discs are no different, with the base music disc titled Lo-Fi Example playing an unheard lo-fi song in the game's files. It was said that the disc would only play the song sometimes, and as of now, the base disc is now just a copy of the Beach Biome music, C-Foam, with no audio. No ground/flying. This is talking about a feature that was added in Yeeps' Sky update released on January 9th, 2026, where you got the ability to remove the floor of maps that you were building to have the feeling that your map was in the sky. Outfits. The only scrapped outfit I could find was the Voodoo set. This is what the Witch Doctor bundle that originally released in the 2024 Halloween update was called, but was later renamed due to fear that controversy about the name could start since Voodoo was an actual religion. There are probably some other scrapped outfits, but that's all I could find. Sorry. Postscript once more, I also found some concept designs for a scrapped sloth outfit and ninja outfit. So, there you go, there's 2 more. G-Tag copies updates. Around early 2025, a theory started to spread that Gorilla Tag, one of the games Yeeps was heavily based off of, had started to copy Yeeps' updates. This wasn't just some crazy rinky-dink theory, it had evidence. At first, it started with small things like the Monkey Blocks update on November 15th, 2024, where Gorilla Tag added the ability to make your own maps using blocks. But, Yeeps doesn't own the feature of being able to make your own maps. But more evidence, in that same update, they added a shield and gladiator sword cosmetic like the ones that were released in Yeeps' Arena update, which was released 8 days before Monkey Blocks. There was also a Samurai cosmetic set that was released in Gorilla Tag on May 4th, 2024, similar to the Samurai bundle that released a month before on April 4th during the Samurai update. Oh, but that's not it. December 13th, 2025, Gorilla Tag added RC cars that were drivable for their winter update, like the ones that Yeeps added for their wishlist update on December 12th, 2024. March 20th, 2025, Yeeps drops the pets update, adding pets for the player to take care of. 15 days later, April 4th, Gorilla Tag launches the Critters update, where players capture and take care of critters. April 17th, 2025, Yeeps drops the Prop Hunt update. June 13th, Gorilla Tag drops the Prop Haunt update, which all of these examples are practically blatant copies of Yeeps. So, based on my tone, you can see, or I guess hear my frustration and point of view on this theory. I think it is true, but I think Gorilla Tag has seen the backlash and has turned it a notch down. Edit, Gorilla Tag at the time of editing this particular clip. This? What? You've gotta be kidding me, man. Old pellet gun design. In the making of Yeeps video that the official YouTube account uploaded, you can see the dev Jack playing around with an old design of the pellet gun with a red barrel, brown handle, and the tip of the gun was white. Scrapped voodoo doll. I mentioned a scrapped voodoo set that was later turned into the Witch Doctor bundle earlier, and before things changed, the voodoo doll was a bat cosmetic for the voodoo set. It was later replaced with a scythe with a skull on top, which was later given to the Reaper set that released during that same Halloween update, and the Witch Doctor bundle after that never got a bat cosmetic. No eyes. On September 11th, 2024, the well-known Yeeps star creator, Puff Burrows, uploaded a video about him encountering a modder in Yeeps. He said he was in a starter house lobby and saw a blue Yeep with no eyes or username. He also said the Yeep would run if people approached it and just walked around, occasionally picking up a gadget. This is the only known encounter with no eyes. Very creepy, although it is likely a glitch. Unused blocks. Just like the scrapped outfits entry, Yeeps has a fair share of scrapped blocks that did not make the cut. Some more famous ones are the lemon block, 1x1 glass, unicorn, and a ton of old prototype desert biome blocks. Some of these can be found in game but are very rare. Yeeps don't sleep. Yeeps don't sleep is a phrase thrown around in the community a ton. I'm not sure how it originated to begin with, but I assume the joke that Yeeps don't sleep stemmed from something one of the devs said. The joke has gone so far to be an emoji in the Discord server, have real-life stickers made of it, and have a whole update themed around it for April Fool's 2026, where they made it to where the Yeeps can actually sleep. Pink Yeep. Pink Yeep was a hacker who was mainly active around early 2025, who was just a normal Yeep, but it had flight abilities. There were rumors about it being able to kick people, but that was just speculation.
So it looks like mod is now a thing.
I know. Pink Yeep.
Looks like
Oh, no, he left.
Maybe
Wait a minute.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to show this to Dad.
Is that the real ocean?
Looks like this
I do that. Is that the real
ocean?
ocean?
r/Yeeps hide and seek. r/Yeeps hide and seek is a Yeeps subreddit. Yeah, that's it. 2x2 pulsating block of flesh. This one's good, alright? I believe around the 2024 Halloween update, jokes started to be made around the community trying to predict the next block to release on the Halloween advent calendar tech web. One of these joke predictions was the 2x2 pulsating block of flesh, which is exactly what it sounds like. But after the wishlist update in 2024, where people realized they could get their own stuff in the game, demand for the block increased and gained a substantial cult following, with at one point 50,000 people wanting this to be in the game. People were making designs, drawings, and renders for this block of flesh. The most recent thing to happen with this block was during the April Fool's 2026 update, where once you entered the dream state, you could see pictures float around in your head as you dreamed, one of these being a nod to the block. This is easily the most ridiculous entry, man. Local map saver. Before maps would save automatically in Yeeps, the local map saver was a console that would manually save the map. Although the map saver was never added into live Yeeps, it was there during the alpha and was able to be seen in the Making of Yeeps video. Unused songs. I think this specifically is referring to Sunshine, Sun Waves, and Yeeps at Sea, which are songs in the game's files that never made it to official release and were scrapped because of being stolen and using AI. Yeeps Wiki. The Yeeps Wiki is a Wikipedia for all things Yeeps that is able to be found on the fandom website. Note that it is very outdated and not very well maintained in my opinion. Comedy Mask. The Comedy Mask is a scrapped cosmetic that resembles a white comedy mask. There's nothing else to it. That's genuinely it. Dev Map. I assume the dev map is this white and red scaffolding-like building surrounded by spikes. This map has never officially been released and has only been seen in promotional material for the game like the original App Lab trailer. The map can be found copy-pasted in some community worlds, but it is very difficult to find. Unused zippers. Throughout Yeeps' history, there have been many unused zipper cosmetics that were scrapped, such as the Swipe and Shoot zipper, referencing one of Trass's old games, a badge for the unreleased Monster achievement, and the YJ zipper of a DJ Yeep. There are probably many more unused zippers, but those are just some I found. Who owns Starter House? No clue what this one is. I don't know who owns Starter House, dude. If you know what this one is talking about, drop a comment below, because I have no clue. Base Egg. Just like the base music disc I talked about a few entries ago, the mob spawn egg is one of the items in the game that has a base. The base spawn egg is black with light gray speckles. The Anomaly. I had and still have no real clue what the Anomaly is, but from what I know, it is apparently a Yeeps spin pasta of the same name that is also a joke among the Yeeps community? Yeah, I've been a part of the community since April of 2024 and have never once heard of this. Through my research, I have found genuinely nothing besides this and one pretty mediocre YouTube series called the Dark Yeep Files, which also seems to use this Yeep that has a weird looking troll face style head, such as the spin pasta does. The Anomaly also has a name, apparently, being void_yeep.text/redacted. Sorry for the bad audio, but I do have a breakthrough on the spin pasta wiki. The Anomaly is listed there. It's basically a story about this kid who goes on vacation, takes his VR headset, plays some Yeeps in a lobby with his friends, and he sees the Anomaly, and then all the friends freeze, and then he's just there with the Anomaly. The Anomaly touches his forehead, he gets banned, appeals to the Discord, then gets banned from the Discord because they think he's joking. But yeah, it's really crappy. It's not scary at all. Void_yeep.text/redacted. Void Yeep is just the creature from the Anomaly spin pasta that I literally just covered. Base tape. Just like the base egg, the base tape also exists. The tape's color is a gradient of red and yellow. Yeeps used to be frogs. Back in 2023, when the game was still in its early development phase, one of the devs made a design for what the player model could be. This was the player model. If you really look closely, you can see the resemblance between it and a modern Yeep. Hacked Blue House. Between August of 2024 and March of 2025, there were multiple times where the map Blue House was hacked and replaced with different maps. Most of these maps were community made except for one hacking that replaced the map with Spider City. It is unknown who was behind these hackings or if it was even the same person behind all of them.
Guys, reset the map pillow! Yeah, reset.
That's not a pillow, though. It's not gonna fix it.
Wait, yeah, that's not a pillow.
No, it's not. If it was a pillow, we could break it.
I am being sincere. Just leave and rejoin. Leave and rejoin this map and it'll be back to normal.
Bro, this is the most filled server.
Okay.
Blue House facility.
It's just a little revamp.
Oh, it just resets the pillow. The monitor bad.
Everybody.
Unused felt designs. I'm pretty sure this refers to some concept art for the design of the Yeep that had it look a lot more handmade and stitched together with discoloration and different colors of felt. Some designs also gave the Yeep a red zipper, rosy cheeks, and more of a darker skin tone. Four fingers. In the older frog design of the Yeep that I mentioned a few entries earlier, the Yeep was seen to have 4 fingers, but in later designs the number of fingers changed to 3. Unused pillow designs. This could either be talking about the 1x4 pillow, which is an unreleased pillow block that no one in the game currently has, or 2, the early pillow designs which were able to be seen in the Making of Yeeps video that were a lot flatter and were easier to confuse with solid wood blocks. But if you know what this is talking about, comment below, you know the drill. Vesus Price GT, hopefully I'm saying that right. In May 2025, a hacker called Vesus Price GT was spotted in the OnlyUp community world. Similar to Empty, Vesus Price GT altered the skin color of its Yeep to be pitch black and give itself red eyes. It was seen in the map repeatedly latching itself onto players, jump scaring them, disappearing for a minute, and then doing it all over again. It also had the ability to change the biome of maps and the map's layout as it did in OnlyUp. It is currently unknown who Vesus Price GT was, according to my information and research.
Yo, do that again! Bro, this is so cute, bro. This guy's so cute. He's so... Oh, bro, give me a hug. Give me a hug. Where'd he go?
The God Hook. The God Hook was a dev-only item that looked identical to the grappler gadget, but whenever you would shoot out a grappling hook, it wouldn't take any cotton from your stuffing storage. The item has since been lost and was removed from the files sometime after the launch party update on July 18th, 2024. The Pit. The Pit is a secret community world made by Yeeps' main dev, Nathan Jew, that only had one room, which was, as the name states, a gray pit with spikes on either side. Beta maps. Beta maps are the maps from when Yeeps was still being made that were used specifically to test out mechanics for the game. One of the most famous of these beta maps was Tan House, the forgotten member of the house map family. Secrets outside the map. I assume this is talking about how on a lot of official Yeeps maps, the map builders sometimes hide secrets below the floor of the map that you can only find if you copy the map into creative mode and remove the floor. A couple of examples of this is a burger under the old Rave Cave map, and a gnome with a snowman underneath the skate park map. Yeeps scam site. From around December 2024 to March 2025, there was a Yeeps scam site going around that would promise people free buttcoins. Since then, it seems the site has been taken down, but there are still other scam sites for Yeeps out there, like Yeeps-plushies.com, which is a fake version of the Yeeps website. Yeeps use their own blood. This is a theory that Yeeps use their own blood to make pillows and gadgets, suggesting that the Yeeps' cotton, which they use to fabricate items, is their blood. Unused blue house design. In the Making of Yeeps video that I have referred to many times in this video, at the 152 time mark in the video, you can see the devs building a part of the blue house map that was never used in game, showing blue house having a flat roof with another room of the house on top of it. Scrapped sticky bomb design. In the before-mentioned Making of Yeeps video, you can see unused designs for the explosive, impulse, smoke, and freeze bombs. Explosive bombs logo used to be the word TNT, impulse bombs were some lightning or squiggles, smoke bombs were ninjas, and freeze bombs were snowmen. The design for the sticky bombs was also different, making the midsection of the bomb a lot tinier and the suction cup on the end a lot bigger. The other playgrounds. In part 9 of the Steve Answers Your Questions series on YouTube, posted by one of Yeeps' devs, they were asked what their favorite map to work on was. Steve responded with Playground, saying that before they landed on the current design today, they went through over 20 variations of the Playground map.
Alright, this one is, what was the map that took you the longest to build, and what is your favorite map? Okay, so these are tough choices, but I would say the one that took me the longest to build that actually came out and is visible, playable by all of you is Playground.
Yeeps is a cartoon. This is a theory that, well, Yeeps is a cartoon, and things like the gnomes talking and static when near the horror mobs are edited in. I genuinely could not find anyone who made this connection, and honestly, I really don't see it myself, but yeah. Holy crap, it's finally over. So I have been working on this video for 46 days now, or since May 28th, 2026. This video took ages to make, so please like, comment, share, and subscribe. After this gets posted, I will start work on Battle to Grief Skybase 2, otherwise known as my object show. So if you have not seen that, please go check it out. And I will start work on a new short for you guys. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is Southern Productions signing off.